Murph.
Take your hats off, guys, please. Once again, if your cell phones are off, please keep them off. And we'll start with a statement from Coach Pierce.
Well, honestly, I'm a little numb right now. A lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts. It's not even about today's game. It's much more about ending a season with an incredible group of young men that just gave their heart and souls to our entire program, to each other, to coaches, to support staff. Very reciprocated by the coaches and support staff. And, the Aggies were better than us today. It's just pretty much a struggle. We didn't feel like we played as well as we can play the last two games. And a lot of good teams. And so we had an incredible run. But it's over. And I'm so proud of these guys, far left, Austin, and what he's meant to this program, how he's handled himself, how he's fought through adversity, how he's come back from so many injuries and just been a guy, just been a teammate. And then Murph, what a story. What an absolute crazy, incredible story for Murph, coming in as a utility guy that, was just supposed to be that and turned himself into a All-American, hit behind the best player in college baseball all year. And just so proud of him and what he means to this program and to his teammates and all of them. I mean, they were just, every day they inspired us. Every day they inspired us to come to the office and try to get better, and I'm just really proud of them.
Okay, let's open it up for questions for the student athletes now. Raise your hand, and we've got right here in the middle, and then we'll get to you, Kirk, second.
Jeff Howe, Horns 24/7 Austin. Just kind of like Coach said, everything you've been through to get back to this point, just what are your emotions right now as the season ends?
I mean, obviously we all had the same goal, and that was to, have a dog pile at the end. I don't think it's really truly hit me yet. I mean, it's, we fight for this, and this is everything that we work for, and it's just one of those things that we didn't get it done today, and, we'll be all right. We'll be right back there. I know Coach Pierce will do a great job next year and get us back.
Kirk, right here.
Kirk Bowles from the Austin American-Statesman. For Austin and Murphy, do you guys feel like you are pressing at the plate? Because, y'all have just kind of been tearing through the regional and super regional. So what do you think it was with the hitting?
Murphy?
It's hard to think about that right now, but we had a good approach. We stayed with our approach we've had all year. It's worked for us. They made good pitches. At the end of the day, they were better than us today.
I think, like Murphy said, we had an approach, and it's worked for us the whole year, and, we stuck with it, and they made some pitches, and we just didn't get the big hits at times.
Okay, right here up front.
Mitch Davis, MitchDavisShow.com. Guys, talk about playing just Texas A&M, having that rivalry back. Obviously not the outcome you guys wanted, but going towards the future, how does it feel to have Texas A&M heading to the SEC together?
Austin?
I think, that atmosphere and, the fans love it. And, we as players love it too. It's a rivalry in-state. And, I think it's going to be good for the game. And, I know that we're excited to, whenever we do have that 3-game series with them, it's going to be packed house and we're ready to go for it.
Murphy?
Yeah, I mean, I know the rivalry runs deep. There's a lot of history behind it. I didn't grow up with it from being from California, but I know the tradition behind it, and it's a great rivalry, but it's unfortunate we didn't come up with it today.
Okay, any more questions for the student athletes? If not, guys, you're excused. Reminder that the locker rooms are always closed, and just check with Kevin Rodriguez. Y'all can go. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Kevin any other questions you have or needs you have, Kevin can help you with. Thanks, guys. Okay, questions for David? Kirk?
Kirk Bowles from the Austin American. David, you mentioned it after Notre Dame. You never got any momentum, never really got into a groove, and it seemed to happen again today. Was the team just kind of pressing these two games? And obviously it's great competition, and you didn't get great starting pitching either. So.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we had momentum early in the game. We grabbed one in the first, I think one in the second. Just overcoming big innings has been kind of the story of the last 3 months. And that popped us today. And I think it just has worn on the position players and feel like at that point, just constantly playing uphill. So maybe it just caught up to us of that feeling. We spent a lot of time standing on the field today.
Hey, Travis.
Travis Brown with the Bryan College Station Eagle. Coach, how much was A&M's ability to work deep in counts, foul off a lot of pitches, force a lot of pitches to their overall offense?
Well, they got a good offense, there's no doubt, and they've done a heck of a job with them. Early in the game, I didn't think we made pitches. They fouled off some bad pitches, but not to discredit their efforts and discredit their fight at home plate, but we had opportunity to put guys away, and we didn't.
Kendall, did you have? Okay. We have a question from Zoom. Please state your name and affiliation, and please ask your question.
I'm Danny Davis, Austin American Statesman. David, kind of going off that, how disappointed were you that guys just couldn't get that third strike in a lot of cases early on?
Well, like I said, we've been. I'll tell you guys this. This team has fought so hard to get here because honestly, we've been fighting to get our roles set, and it's been a work in progress for literally 3 months. And so their accomplishments of getting here, hats off to just not giving in. But we pitched behind, and when we got ahead, we didn't have a wipeout pitch to move to the next hitter. So, I think that was the story of the game, to be honest with you.
Okay, Eric.
Eric Sorensen, D1 Baseball. Dave, you kind of answered part of my question just now, but the other part I was going to ask is kind of what do you take from this season? You ended up in Omaha again, and what do you kind of look forward to for the next season and the seasons to come?
I haven't thought about that too much, but I will say that this group has been in Omaha 3 out of the last 4 years. And that's even at the University of Texas, you can't take that for granted. It's hard to get here. Definitely even harder to win, but it's really tough to sustain what our program has sustained, and I'm just proud of that group. Since the COVID year, I think we played 17 games, won 14 of those, and then we've won 50 and 47 games, over 111 games in that 2-year and short period. So these kids have just been incredible of how they just really worked and the routines and love being at the ballpark. They really have been remarkable, and you watch it every single day. And to watch kids go take ground balls on their own, where a lot of kids want to go hit in the cage, and just helping each other and being so receptive to coaching. And like I said, I'm a little numb right now, a little kind of just don't know what to say, because I don't think anybody was really ready to end this thing. Unless you win it all, though, you're going to feel this feeling. And I'll take this any day as opposed to not competing for the national championship. So I'm just so proud of our guys. And, it's frustrating because we didn't play well the last 2 games, but it took a lot to get here for our team.
Okay, Mitch.
Mitch Davis, MitchDavis.com. Coach, I'm going to ask you the same kind of question as the players. Obviously, that environment out there was awesome for college baseball. When you had Texas fans, A&M fans going at it, it was a lot of fun. Just talk about that. When you guys get to the SEC in 2 or 3 years, just talk about that and how that's going to grow the game of college baseball.
The state of college baseball is outstanding right now, and what's happening with facilities and fan bases getting behind programs, and ours has been awesome, off the charts this year. We shattered attendance records at the Dish, and then to come here, a lot of brand names and a lot of support. We've got 25,000 fans the last 2 games that we played, and I think it's going to just continue. And then you look across the country, a team like Notre Dame that has taken that next step. And so it's just not in the South, Southeast. It's all over the country, and there's opportunity. I just think the state of college baseball is good. We need to keep making it better, and we need to keep making the right decisions for our student athletes to have this type of experience, not only here, but on campuses.
Okay, Kendall, this will be our last question.
Kendall Rogers, D1 Baseball. David, just kind of looking at A&M's offense, like as a coach, is it just really frustrating kind of going against those guys offensively when they'll take every pitch imaginable? You're going to have a 4.5 hour game. Is it almost like tough to lock in against a lineup like that?
Yeah, but going into it, I think you've got to force that. In other words, you've got to put the pressure on them by pounding the strikes on it. If they hit it, you move on. But just quality pitches is the key. They do have a very good offense, well coached. They can score in some different ways, but it's always tough when guys grind it out. I looked at Douglas Hodo's at bat. I think they're in the 8th, and the last hitter that Palish faced, and those types of at bats wear on you. Warner's at bat in second. He got deep in the count, fouled off the fastball, had some length in his swing, and stayed on the changeup, and it wasn't that bad of a pitch. So, yeah, that's how it happens. The whole key is just the free pass in front of that, and just playing defense and not allowing that to happen, and knowing that they're going to hit and they're going to score, but just minimizing and really just minimizing the inning.
David, thank you.
Hey, I want to thank you guys. You've been awesome here in Omaha, but also our local guys. You support us very well. You're honest. I appreciate that. And hopefully I've been transparent with you as much as possible. But you guys can also help grow college baseball, and I think you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you.
Thanks,